Welcome all to another EXL gaming review. Today we're going to be taking a look at the PlayStation 4 exclusive Ratchet and Clank. From the moment you load up Ratchet and Clank, you are smacked in the face with absolutely stunning and vibrant graphics. I instantly started smiling and continued to do so for that long that I lost count of time. Ratchet and Clank follows on from the original story that we played through back in 2002. However, this is not simply another remake or remaster. It's an entirely new experience regardless of if you've played the original or not. Made from the ground up to showcase the power of the PlayStation 4, Ratchet and Clank exceeded all of my expectations, which were already set very high based on the trailers that I'd watched in the lead up to release day. You're on a mission to save the Solana Galaxy from the evil biddings of Chairman Drek, which is narrated by the famous and self-proclaimed courageous and charismatic Captain Quark. All new bosses, gameplay and fight sequences take you on a journey to give you a deeper look at the character origin stories whilst experiencing new gameplay. So to start with, let's discuss the cinematics. There's an additional hour's worth of new cinematics which includes footage from the movie that will be releasing later this year, and unlike many other games, when transitioning from a cutscene back into the game, you can't see any transition in Ratchet and Clank. The game literally looks as good as the movie. The scenes contain very humorous dialogue which pokes a lot of fun at itself, and it really adds to the atmosphere of the game. There were countless occasions that I caught myself laughing out loud at some of the very subtle but effective jokes that were perfectly placed to keep you looking forward to the next cutscene. The overall score that I have given Ratchet and Clank for cinematics is 10 out of 10. Now moving on to the graphics. Everything from the lighting through to the ripples in the pond is spot on point. I found myself stopping on several occasions just to inspect certain objects or a piece of landscape due to just how breathtakingly beautiful it is. The water is a perfect, crystal clear, shimmering mass that makes you want to jump in and go for a swim. It almost projects onto you a feeling of a warm spring's afternoon sitting by the river when you're actually there standing next to it. The character models are perfect. Even when close up to the screen, every hair on Ratchet's head stands out. Even down to things like being able to see reflections in his eyes. Visually, this is the most stunning game I've ever played. You will catch yourself repeating over and over and over again just how beautiful this game is. The overall score I've given for graphics is 10 out of 10. Next up, we have the game controls. As you progress through the game, you play as both Ratchet and Clank, whose controls are extremely intuitive and easy to master. Everything from the general movement system up to the weapons upgrades and piloting feel very smooth and polished. There is no adjustment time needed to get used to how to control your favorite heroes, as everything is exactly where you would expect it to be. The focus that's been placed on making the controls as intuitive as possible means that you aren't thinking about them at all. You are able to get completely immersed into the game without snapping out to check button commands. The overall score that I've given the game on controls is 10 out of 10. Now on to the weapons and upgrade system. The weapons upgrade system is really well thought out, encouraging you to try out all the various weapons available, as each one upgrades to have its own very cool set of wacky abilities. The weapons level up as you use them, and you can choose how your weapon evolves by unlocking special perks and abilities through its own upgrade tree. All your favorite weapons make a return, with new additions such as the Groovatron and the Pixelizer. These new weapons are an absolute hoot to use. The Gravitron throws out this disco ball that instantly makes the bad guys stop attacking you and break out into like a group disco dance session. I highly recommend picking that one up as it provides for endless laughs, with different types of enemies having their own wacky dance routines. Even the tanks get into the action, which is quite a sight in itself. The overall score I've given the weapons and upgrade system is 10 out of 10. Now in wrapping up, we have collectibles. Throughout the various worlds, you are always on the hunt for gold bolts and special cards and rewards for completing various tasks. As you would expect, some of these items take quite a bit of hunting down. However, they're never placed anywhere that's too difficult to locate if you take the time to look. You will come across items that just can't be reached though. And this is due to you needing to progress further in other worlds to attain items such as magnetic boots or a jetpack. Once you have acquired these items, you can then return to said world and collect the remaining items. Returning to already vanquished worlds can be a little monotonous due to there being no bad guys left to conquer. However, the scenery is so stunning that you quickly forget about the lack of activity and just get back to the hunt. When opening your card packs that you've collected from around the various planets, you encounter the first thing that is not completely intuitive in this game. How the card works, what they are for, and how to trade them is not spelled out very well. I mean, it's not exactly rocket science either. However, it is very noticeable due to the fact that everything else in the game is just so self-explanatory that when you get to this stage, you find yourself lingering for a while trying to work it all out. Due to this, the overall score I've given for Collectibles is 9.5 out of 10. So in summary, Ratchet and Clank is the most fun I have had gaming in years. Simply put, visually this game is jaw-dropping with how beautiful it is. Replayability is high due to not only having 3 different difficulty levels that you can progress through, but also the ability to go back through and make different decisions about the order in which you progress through the game. And of course, there's all those collectibles to get your hands on. I recommend Ratchet and Clank to gamers of all ages. If you're looking for a good time, if you're looking to immerse yourself, and if you are looking for value for money, Ratchet and Clank is definitely for you. If you've already played through Ratchet and Clank, tell us about your opinion of the game in the comment section below. We'll see you in the next review.